Hey guys, what's up? Beast from Beast Toys here coming at you this evening. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to get notifications and watch more of my videos. Hey, here we go. We got a Dreadnok Buzzer number 106. So we are now creeping over the 100 mark. Cobra Commander was number 6, so we have another Cobra guy, so to speak. Dreadnok, more like. I think I said that when I did my Ripper. I wish they would have put the Dreadnok symbol instead of Cobra, but, you know, it is what it is. So I walked into a Target. So we went to do some toy hunting at a Ross. And over close to St. Louis area. Of course, on the Illinois side, went by a Target. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go in. Well, I ordered a Hawk. I got my Hawk. I just did a mail call video, actually. Got him when I came home today. And, I walked in and I saw they had this guy, Shockwave, Ripper, and Hawk on the shelf. Did not see a Helix, by the way. I don't really care. I'll pick her up later on down the road sometime. Anyway, so I walked in, I saw this guy, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get one. So had him as a kid, had all the main Dreadnoks as a kid. You know, I look back and wonder sometimes how I managed to get lucky. My parents got me some of what I got. And I'm not saying my parents were broke, not by any means. My parents both worked and worked hard and had good jobs, actually. They didn't buy any. Toys. I would have been the only one really wanting toys. My brothers really were older, didn't have a lot of toys. Really didn't start getting toys till I came around. And my sister got a bunch of Cabbage Patch dolls and stuff of that nature. So, just saying. Anyhow, so, long short, sometimes I think, man, I didn't, you know, and as an adult, I find myself buying a lot of stuff. And, the old Dreadnok Buzzer box. Find myself buying a lot of stuff. And I'm like, man, you know, I wish I'd had that when I was a kid. Yeah, I do. But, you know, looking back, my parents probably did get me several toys. Now, I loaded up on birthdays and Christmas. That's the thing. My dad would take me grocery shopping with him on a Saturday. And that's typically, we'd go to Walmart, and I'd be like, hey, I'd go down toy aisle, and I'd run up to him with the figure in hand. You know, and hey, back then, remember, $3, $2-something, $3 a figure. So you got to remember. And even some days, my dad'd be like, no. Today, you know, it's funny. If my kids walked up with a $3 figure, every time I went to Walmart, I probably would buy it most of the time. Well, most of my kids are, my youngest would. The other two are get out of the toy phase. But probably be like, well, you know, sure, but they don't make $2 and $3 figures anymore. Everything, well, I guess if you go to the dollar store, you do, but, you know, what are you getting? So anyway, there's him. So I did, but I'm thinking back, I did have all the Dreadnoks, which was nice. Zartan, Zorana, Xandar, and all the main Dreadnoks. Monkey Wrench, and Thrasher, Road Pig, Naugahyde. Like, I ended up getting them all. So I think back, and I'm like, man, how did I really ended up convincing my mom and dad when we were, you know, grocery shopping, Walmart, whatever? How did I really talk them into getting the, you know, I had quite a few. Now, I did get some from my cousin. My cousin had a ton. I didn't hold a candle in my cousin's stash of toys. He had, two of my cousins, actually. They both had flags. They both had terror drones. And, well, Buzzard's a little loose. Not quite Firefly loose, but he's loose. Anyway, so, had that and had all that stuff. But, like I said, I did manage to get quite a few figures because they were cheap. Joe's were. And He-Man weren't terrible. We had a little Western Auto store in my town. It's still there, actually, and the mayor at the time, he's long past. His son's, who's several years older than me, runs it now. But anyhow, neither here nor there. So I got a lot of figures from that store as well. I would save whatever change I could and run up to that store. Now, he was high priced. You know, it's kind of like when you say, I don't know, it'd almost be like today. The only comparison I can think of is if you've ever been in an FYE and you saw how much their figures were. It's kind of like going in there and buying the figures off him, where most places would be $3. He'd be like 5 or 6. So, just saying. Anyhow, all right. Well, let's see what we got. Enough storytelling. You probably don't want to listen to my old stories unless you're an old soul like myself, or older soul. I shouldn't call myself old. I'm only 46. Not that old. Anyway, we're gonna hook that up. This is a newer piece. A little flimsy though. I know people have been complaining about that. That's pretty flimsy and it's bent when I got it, but that part's kind of cool. I like the pistol. Do we get? Oh yeah, we can get a blast effect in there. I like the pistol. I'm gonna show you. Hopefully you can see this. It's got the wrap on the handle, so it looks kind of, used, trashy, whatever. Got a knife. Nothing out of the ordinary. Probably the same knife that you got with the Snow Serpent. Here's another nifty new piece. Little chain with the little, guillotine blade on it, so to speak. I don't have anywhere to put all this stuff. This is the part that I'd seen a lot of people talking about, his glasses, talking about remolding and heating them up and stretching them a little bit. Mine are a little wide, so I have a feeling that we're probably going to have an interesting time. And I heard it was a hard time keeping these on, so. And, as a Dreadnok, you really want to get that look. Someone did say General Hawk had goggles, and I saw a picture today or yesterday where they looked pretty good on this guy. So, General Hawk doesn't, I don't know, I should say, doesn't typically have goggles, does he? But in the picture around there, I'm looking at him like, yeah, he does. So this is the hard part, and I've seen people say use some kind of adhesive that's easily cleanable. So yeah, that's the problem when they make some of these accessories. Is I think in theory they look at them and like, oh yeah, this is the way to go. Part of me, I see why they do it with the updated version. You want to give yourself a chance to see the figure without the glasses, and you can always keep him that way. But if you're like me and you're an OG guy from the original stuff, you're like the glasses, let's just leave them. But Ripper's seem to fit better. His does not, just so you know. I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep these on here. Surprising right there that they're not coming off. But as you can see, hopefully you can see, they're separated from the head. This side's on, but the other side's not. So, and they're resting on his nose. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try a couple of tricks there. Maybe bend it and stretch it a little bit. Something. I'll have to see if I can find that post that I saw that. So yeah. So I don't really want to leave those on him, but I don't want to lose them either. So we're gonna figure that out later. But and we could give him the modern updated look. We could give him a pair of glasses from, I think my son's home. We could get him an updated pair of glasses from, say, him or a Viper maybe. I know I have a pair of Viper glasses that are broke, or goggles, excuse me, that are broke, that I could probably maybe do some rearranging. Alright, so let's get this in there. Let's finish up. It's getting late. It's actually getting late for me, I should say, sort of. I'll try to get his hand on there somehow. There we go. We got it now. Alright, so I'm going to check the legs. I always like to check the legs. That's one of the best parts, is making sure your legs are alright. So here's what we're going to get. Again, as I showed you, his glasses don't quite fit, but that's where I'm gonna pose him here real quick, and that's what we're gonna call it. So here's what I got out of him. Glasses, rough. Gotta figure something out. Go look in some of Joe groups if you're in any of those Joe Facebook groups. By all means, go look and see what you can find. I know they've been a couple of posts on what to do with those. Like I said, talked about heating them, stretching them, some kind of adhesive glue. Another guy used General Hawks. So just saying, there's some options out there if you want to go that route. But otherwise, looks pretty good looking figure. Obviously, he's going to go good with the Dreadnok group. He's one of the numbers, so to speak. So, but as far as that goes, yeah, this is just now noticed, this is a baseball bat. That's what this is supposed to be with this attached. So it's, like I said, bent, typical is what people are complaining. This piece is supposed to be a little wiggly because it's a chain. But, when you get a piece like this, it should be solid. It should be straight. Instead, I'm getting the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So they are neat little pieces, cool to have, but and go with this figure. So anyway, all right, guys, there you go. So there's a quick review of Buzzer. Just looking again, there's your box art. If you didn't catch that before, he is 106. And let's see, tattoo on the arm. And I just knocked those glasses off. I knew it because I always grab for the head anyway. Tattoo on the arm. I don't know. I guess I didn't hold him up. But yeah, he's a little loose like Firefly. It's weird. I got these guys from Target. Same thing. I got Firefly from Target too. So just saying, it's kind of weird. And at the same time that these two dudes and these particular figures from Target are loose. But they are. So there you go. But anyway. But there he is. Like I said, good looking figure. If you like the Dreadnoks, definitely fits in your collection. So hit that like and subscribe button, guys. And as always, appreciate you watching. And with Dreadnok Buzzer on Bees from Bees Toys, we'll see you.